I'm gonna get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
Drama just got even messier in the world of Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. A shocking new video has surfaced, one that shows Iman emotionally begging for another chance. But what's really sending shockwaves through fans is who leaked it. Allegedly, Teyana's own cousin. That's right. Someone from inside her inner circle may have exposed Iman at his most vulnerable moment. The footage is raw, intense, and filled with desperate pleas. But the real question is, does this mean Iman is genuinely remorseful, or is he just trying to guilt Teyana into giving him another shot? The internet is absolutely buzzing. Some say this leak was betrayal. Others say it might be exactly why Teyana needed to finally move on for good. Let's unpack everything in this emotional saga, from what the footage shows to how fans and family are reacting to this emotional bombshell. The leaked video begins in a quiet outdoor setting, likely a private patio or backyard. Iman is pacing, looking distraught, with his voice trembling as he says, "Please, just talk to me. I need one more chance." It's heart-wrenching. Teyana isn't visible in the clip, but a voice, reportedly her cousin's, can be heard off camera, possibly filming Iman without his knowledge. Iman continues, saying, "I made mistakes, but I never stopped loving you." He drops his head into his hands and whispers, "Don't shut me out like this." The video is short, just under 2 minutes, but it hits hard. It ends abruptly, when the cousin off camera says, "She don't want to hear this, man." The footage is intense and its vulnerability is undeniable. It's not polished or rehearsed, it's raw, messy, and painfully real. Now the big question, who leaked this and why? According to insider sources, it was Teyana's cousin, someone she's known to be extremely close with. Reports say the cousin originally shared the clip in a private group chat, but someone else in that chat screen recorded it and leaked it online. Some fans think the cousin wanted to protect Teyana. Maybe she thought Iman was manipulating her and wanted to expose him. Others believe it was all for attention or clout, especially given how quickly the video spread across platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube. Regardless of the motive, the clip's release is a huge breach of privacy. Many fans are outraged on Teyana's behalf, calling out the cousin for crossing the line, but others are praising her for showing the truth. Either way, it's out there, and the consequences are starting to unfold. In the clip, Iman's desperation is palpable. His tone is unfiltered and emotional. He repeats over and over that he's sorry, that he wants to fix things, and that he still believes in the love they shared. "We had something real, and I ruined it," he says, his voice cracking. He hints at personal struggles, saying, "I wasn't myself, but I'm working on it." He even mentions still caring about her family, despite everything. It's the kind of moment that would break anyone's heart. But the big question remains, is it sincere or just a performance? Some fans say this might be his wake-up call. Others feel like it's too little, too late, especially after everything Teyana's been through. Teyana hasn't made any public statements about the recently leaked video, but her silence is being interpreted in many ways. According to insiders, she's deeply hurt and upset by the situation, not just because of the video itself, but also because of how it came to light. What's particularly painful for her is the betrayal. This was a private moment, something she never intended to be shared with the world, especially not by someone within her circle whom she trusted. The emotional weight of this breach of privacy is significant, and it seems Teyana wasn't even aware that Iman had reached out to her cousin in the first place. That realization has only added to her feelings of hurt and confusion. Those close to Teyana have shared that she's doing her best to stay grounded and protect her peace amid the chaos. She's focusing on her own healing and trying not to let this setback undo the emotional progress she's made. One friend reportedly mentioned that just as she was beginning to feel like herself again, this leak has dragged her back into a space she's worked hard to move beyond. It's a difficult position to be in, not only dealing with the resurfacing of a painful past, but also confronting the possibility that someone she considered family may have played a part in causing her new pain. The damage may extend beyond her relationship with Iman. Her connection with her cousin is now in serious jeopardy. Trust is not easily repaired once it's been broken in such a public and invasive way. While no one knows exactly how this rift will play out, there's a strong chance that this has caused irreversible harm. For Teyana, this wasn't about drama or attention. She didn't ask for this kind of spotlight, and from the looks of it, she's doing everything she can to maintain her dignity and protect her boundaries. The last thing she wanted was for Iman to reappear in her life under these circumstances. Meanwhile, fans and followers have been vocal and divided in their reactions. The leaked video quickly went viral, setting off a firestorm of responses online. Some viewers expressed deep sympathy for Iman, saying he appeared vulnerable, emotional, and sincere in his feelings. There's a sentiment among some fans that maybe he deserves another chance, that his emotions in the video reflect a man who still loves deeply and regrets the way things ended. These voices argue that love is messy, and what matters most is whether someone is willing to change and fight for what they care about. On the other hand, there's a large and equally passionate group of people rallying behind Teyana. Many believe she's done the right thing by staying firm in her decision to move on, regardless of any emotional display by Iman. The consensus among this crowd is that she's already been through too much with him, and they see the video as another form of manipulation rather than a heartfelt attempt at reconciliation. One social media user tweeted that Iman only seems remorseful now because he's facing the consequences of losing her. Others commended Teyana for not allowing herself to be swayed by public opinion or emotional theatrics. The online world has turned into a battleground of hot takes, reactions, memes, and passionate threads debating every possible angle of the situation. Even Teyana's cousin has become a subject of intense scrutiny. Some see her actions as invasive and disrespectful, accusing her of clout chasing or stirring the pot for attention. Others argue that maybe her intentions were pure, that she wanted to expose the truth, or perhaps thought she was helping in some misguided way. Either way, her decision to leak the video has had far-reaching consequences, and she's now a controversial figure in her own right. This situation has the potential to reshape both Teyana and Iman's futures in very real ways. For Teyana, it might be the moment where she decides that she's completely done, that there's no going back, and no more chances left to give. If she feels like her boundaries have been disrespected beyond repair, then cutting ties might be her only path forward. On the flip side, there's a small chance that this drama could open the door for a final face-to-face conversation with Iman, though that would be entirely on her terms and timeline. Whether it leads to closure or the possibility of reconnection remains unclear. Co-parenting, which is already a delicate process, may become even more complicated with this situation playing out so publicly. When private conflicts spill into the public eye, especially with such emotionally charged material, it becomes harder to maintain neutrality and focus on the well-being of their child. The fallout from this video could impact the way they communicate, the trust they have in each other as co-parents, and how their child is shielded from media noise and personal tensions. Iman, for his part, is dealing with the fallout in his own way. His public image is taking a hit, with people calling into question his emotional stability and motives. Some viewers feel like this is the first time they've seen a raw, unfiltered version of him, a human side that had previously been hidden behind fame or guardedness. Others aren't so forgiving. They see the video as a performance, or worse, as a strategic move to manipulate public sympathy and potentially Teyana herself. What's undeniable is that the pressure is mounting, both from the public and from within. Teyana is being closely watched for her next move, and while she's under no obligation to explain herself to anyone, the demands for answers are growing louder. People are invested in this story not just because of the celebrities involved, but because it reflects deeper themes of love, betrayal, resilience, and the struggle to move on. It's a real-life drama unfolding in real time, and the world is watching, dissecting, and reacting to every development. In the end, this entire episode serves as a reminder of how complicated human relationships can be, especially under the scrutiny of fame and social media. For Teyana, the focus remains on healing and self-protection. No matter what direction she chooses, it's clear she's prioritizing her own emotional health and peace of mind. And for many fans, that's the strongest and most admirable move she could possibly make. But at the heart of all this, one question lingers. Is this love or manipulation? Many fans are skeptical. They think Iman is using emotion to try and regain control over Teyana's heart. Others argue that this is just what heartbreak looks like, messy and unfiltered. Still, it's hard to ignore how public this has all become. The crying, the begging, the leak, it's playing out more like a scripted drama than real life. Sources close to Teyana say she's not easily moved by emotional displays anymore. She's spent years working on herself and trying to heal from deep emotional wounds. This could either make her colder or finally push her toward forgiveness and closure. This new footage has turned an already dramatic situation into a full-on firestorm. Iman is begging, but the real question is, does Teyana even want to listen? And what about the cousin? Was this a betrayal or a much-needed reveal? Is this the end of a complicated love story, or just another dramatic cliffhanger before the next twist? We want to hear what you think. Should Teyana give Iman another chance, or walk away for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more exclusive updates on this wild celebrity drama.